Hello, confidence, and welcome back. It's been observed since very ancient times that the things you habitually do, rather than the single acts, are the things that forge you into a person of greatness. Aristotle observed most excellently that excellence is an art won by training and habituation. We do not act rightly because we have virtue or excellence, but we rather have those because we have acted rightly. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. Astonishing habitual feats very often appear to be the deciding factor in failure, and today I'm going to take you through 15 things poor people do that the rich don't. Welcome to ConfidentCastle.com, the place where you'll always find sensational facts, beautiful rich people, and great entertainment. If you want to make sure to get the next episode, subscribe and click the bell. 1. Poor people are master procrastinators. Everyone procrastinates, but poor people are master procrastinators. They're always waiting for the perfect time and opportunity. They believe the time to do something is always in the future and not today. Because the future never arrives, they end up doing nothing. 2. Poor people turn down opportunities. Problems and obstacles are often opportunities in disguise. For poor people, problems and obstacles must be avoided at all costs. By running away at the sight of a challenge, they end up turning down opportunities to learn and grow. Most poor people would rather take a risk in gambling than take a risk in investing. They believe in luck, but no one ever achieved anything great by wishful thinking. 3. Poor people spend too much time on television. You've most certainly heard that Lamborghini does not advertise on television because their target market doesn't watch television. Watching TV is not a problem, but watching too much TV is the problem. Poor people spend too much time watching TV programs that don't change their status but steal their precious time. The rich, on the other hand, have selected time they watch TV. In most cases, they barely do. They'd rather work to be on television than watch the people on television. 4. Poor people surround themselves with poor people. Poor people glory in their comfort zone, so they keep company with people they feel superior to or at the same mental capacity with. For the poor, protecting their ego is more important than accepting ignorance. Rich people, on the other hand, make the effort of surrounding themselves with smarter people. If you've been a confident long enough, you most certainly know that you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with most of the time. 5. Poor people have a nonchalant attitude towards their health. If you're not healthy, all aspects of your life are affected. Health is wealth and deserves utmost priority, but most poor people seldom take their health seriously. They'd rather take shortcuts to avoid healthy maintenance. By buying medicines from hawkers, eating uncoordinatedly, skipping exercise routines, delaying treatment, and other examples. In the end, this derails their productivity and costs them more. Hey confidence! Now that we're deep into the video, if you like this video, please click the thumbs up button. It helps us understand what you like, and it also helps us please the almighty YouTube algorithm. 6. Poor people have a poor saving culture. Saving money is an attribute that is alien to poor people. Life is full of ups and downs, and one must be prepared by saving a substantial amount for emergencies. Poor people are often at the mercy of other people and creditors in tough times because they have little to nothing to fall back on. And don't get me wrong, money saved doesn't grow. Put your money to work, don't squirrel it away when you're too old to live your best life. Rich people save to invest. 7. Poor people are always playing the blame game. For poor people, it's always someone else's fault. They don't own up to their mistakes. The problem with that is that they cannot improve. They don't learn from their mistakes. Thinking that way closes all the doors to improving their money-earning skills. You've certainly heard your poor friends use cheap excuses like, the economy is bad, my boss doesn't like me, the rest of the world is holding me back, or the government screwed things up. Poor people don't realize that blaming someone else never fixes the fault. It only works against them by giving them a false sense of justification. 8. Poor people rely on willpower. Have you ever felt a surge of energy to start something? Were you able to maintain that level of energy over a period of time? Most likely not. Successful people understand that willpower is not enough, neither is good intention. So they rely on systems and habits to keep them going. Poor people rely on their willpower and wonder why they cannot stick with a random decision. 9. Poor people wake up late every day. You'd think that catching a few more minutes of sleep in the morning would leave you less tired during the day. But you'd be wrong. Hitting snooze could leave you feeling groggier than if you just got up in time. Most unsuccessful people wreak havoc on their own sleep cycles by refusing to put away their phones before bed. The bright blue light messes with your head and makes it harder to fall asleep, and that only translates to waking up late. Waking up early ensures that you have a smooth morning and are able to plan out your day. Most successful people like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett are known to wake up before 5 a.m. daily. 10. Poor people run without a budget. The poor are rarely planners. They're not financially accountable and run their affairs without deliberate financial planning. This lack of financial accountability is a financial mayhem the rich don't patronize. The rich don't spend on impulse. With them, any financial transactions or commitment must be accounted for. Hey Confidence, kindly check the subscribe button below to ensure you get more amazing videos in future. 11. Poor people think they know it all. You see, poor people are always very opinionated. They always want to tell the world about their opinions, about politics, about sports, about society, about the government, about every single thing that's around them, as opposed to being humble and willing to learn. Poor people talk about changing things while they don't even know how the current things work. Rich people listen to the world. The world is far smarter than any single human. It's a source of knowledge. That's why rich people are always asking questions, listening, learning continuously, and most importantly, reading books. 12. Poor people have more kids and earlier in life. Kids need good education, decent clothing, shelter, and access to quality healthcare. These require a lot of money. The irony is that while many poor people give birth without restraint, the rich are the ones who pay attention to having fewer kids. That's how poor people continue to recycle a generation of poverty. 13. Poor people don't take time to learn the game, they only work for money. What is the game? A game of numbers. Poor people are quick to complain about why the entertainers earn so much money, whereas a hardworking school teacher goes home with miserable pay. What they don't understand is that wealth is attracted to numbers. Your earning is directly proportional to the number of people you efficiently serve in society. In short, poor people get paid based on time while the rich get paid based on the results. 14. Poor people are not concerned about their personal hygiene and values. Values are a quintessential part of life. They guide, navigate, and drive fulfillment. A truly poor person is one without values and positive character. A man without values is like a ship without rudder that's tossed to and fro by the wind. He has no sense of purpose or direction. Personal hygiene is among the many values poor people ignore to cultivate. Most poor people don't shower as often as the rich people do. Good presentation certainly makes a good impression, so without an excellent personal hygiene, it's impossible to close those lucrative deals. 15. Poor people use credit cards or take out loans for useless things. The rule of the thumb is very simple. If its value does not appreciate with time, then don't take a loan for it. Poor people ignore this very important rule and end up enslaved to their creditors, thus ensuring they remain poor forever. Well, that's it, Confidence. We often see the opposite of these traits among the wealthy, even in their very old age. Oh, it's all too easy to say that their greed is limitless and they cannot stop. Perhaps they're so habituated towards successful habits that it's totally ingrained and there's nowhere else for them to go. Once you have a taste for victory and success, is it any wonder that you'd hate to feel that you are less than you once were? Tell me in the comment section down below which of these habits you're working on. Thanks for having a good time with me, Confidence. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss another episode. And if you have a few more minutes right now, I picked the videos you see on the screen for you to watch next.